Hi folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at not quite 24 hours, which is a player created job, TomBaggins, available on 360 and PS4 as always. And in this particular one, it is a remake, or rough remake, of the Circuit de la Sarthe, the 24-hour track, in this case called Circuit de los Santos. For the first run through, I'm going to take you in a sports classic, but this is much better raced in super class, as fast as you possibly can. But I thought we'd have a look and do later in the Vapid Peyote. So we're about to kick off, and we start off at the sort of start-finish line, and we'll meander our way around. It's a particularly long track, this one, but great for an extended race. So have a quick look at the car. It's a lovely red with a candy pearlescent roof. Just check the lights work, and that we're all in good order for a run round. Imagine this, if you will, as a sort of a reconnaissance lap, and just to give you an idea of what's what. Particularly like this car, you know, just for bombing around the city. I think it's a little bit different to what everyone else drives around in, and to a certain extent quite fun. So we come up to the Porsche curve, first corner, hard right. And that is where a lot of people go wrong. They tend to bash straight on into the sign, and usually by the second lap people have that down. As we come down here, you'll see that certain things I've taken a little tad of poetic license with, really. So we'll come into the Dunlop chicane. Got to be careful not to go through the fence into that garden. And then we come round hard right for the second half of that. Don't go over the jump, that's just put in there for giggles and a bit of misconception. And then we're into the S's, so that's off the dirt track back onto tarmac. Hard left, don't hit the pylon there, and then around into Tete Rouge, which is hard right, hard left, and that brings us back out onto the Morsan Straight. So you'll see this is a particularly long straight stretch, and you'll find that there are the two chicanes that are, you know, in situ for real. So this is a great section here to really test out the top speed of any vehicle that you're in. And as I mentioned before, really the best option for this is to go supercar. We're pottering on with the Sports Classic, and I'm just taking you around, so you'll see we're not going to get up to any particular speed. I'm swinging the camera around, giving you a real good look at this car. Quite rare in the game to see somebody actually using this. I would strongly recommend never using this in a real race, because you will lose. It doesn't really go forward. It has difficulty going around corners, and the top speed is equivalent to that of a brick that has already been dropped and has come to a stationary stop on the ground. So you'll have seen there we've done our two chicanes. We're now belting down still on the Morsan Straight as it were, and we come down to a really nice heavy right at the Morsan corner, and that'll come up very shortly. Now at this stage of the race, when you've got a pack of cars around you, it's very easy to get shunted across, so you really do have to drive this tactically, get round the corner, make it stick. As I mentioned, this particular car doesn't really go around corners, even at slow speed, as you can see by the excessive tyre smoke. But we forgive it, because it's possibly one of the most attractive cars, certainly in terms of a lowrider, available in the game, in my personal opinion. Happy for people to disagree on that, but I really like it. So I'll have a quick look inside, and you'll see top speed is relatively limited. I think that's indicated 80. There or thereabouts, and if we really push we might get to 90. Should mention this is fully upgraded, so really that's the top whack of what you're going to expect from it. But lovely engine rumble, lovely exhaust fire. Anyway, so we've gone down another section of straight, and we're coming into the famous Indianapolis corner, which is a heavy right over the bridge. Again, sort of a carnage corner if you've got company at that stage, and then into a sort of a pathetic Arnage corner. I know it should be tighter, I know it should you know, be a bit more of a heavy left, but unfortunately we're limited here. So then we go into an interpretation of the Porsche curves, and we come back out, and we're effectively now back onto the start-finish straight. So this is a great stage, you know, for a bit of slipstreaming towards the end. I've seen some incredibly tight finishes here. You know, people come out of the Porsche curves ahead, but then are overtaken in a slipstream, and then there's just enough time to slipstream back again. Now, I'm sure people will be wondering where the Ford chicanes are in this. Unfortunately, due to actually wanting the race to be drivable, they've had to be taken out. So basically, you just come straight down this long straight over the start-finish line, and that's the end of the lap, and you go around again and again. You can go as many times as you like. So that's the brief run-through, and with the Sports Classic. But now I'll let you watch it with a proper supercar, and hopefully you'll give it a go. So that's not quite 24 hours, TomBaggins created content, Xbox 360 and PS4, and see if you can get a top time. Thanks a lot.